Hey everyone, we're getting ready to launch the Charlie 25, and I thought this would be a great time to talk a little bit more about some of the materials that we use across a lot of our products and are also going to be involved in the Charlie 25. So I want to use this time to talk a little bit about why we use X-Pack fabric and what it is, more importantly. So this is a piece of VX21 fabric from Dimension Polyant. You'll notice that it's different colors on the top and bottom. So it's actually not one layer of fabric. We're actually looking at 3 layers of materials put together. So we have the outside here is actually a 210D nylon. Then there's the polyester X-ply yarns that are put in. And then on the back is a 50D taffeta, which I believe is a nylon base. Taffeta can also be polyester. Taffeta is sort of a universal term for a very fine fabric. So what each of these does is they each have a slightly different job, and that's what makes this fabric so special and works so well. So on the outside, the 210D, which is traditionally a pretty lightweight yarn for a backpack, is actually really stabilized by all the different layers. And when it's stabilized and the yarns can't really move around because of all the adhesive, this allows it to have much more higher abrasion resistance than an equivalent yarn. Then you have the X-ply yarns going through. These actually give the fabric more bias stability. And what is bias stability? So here's a piece separately of 210 denier nylon. Awesome material on its own, but we can see here that when I pull on the corners diagonally, what's happening here is the yarn isn't stretching, but they're actually, each piece is just shifting in place. So you can see that the warp and weft are going vertically and horizontally here. So if I pull, I can actually get a little bit of creep. I can get a little bit of movement there. You can see on a piece of VX21 fabric, it's extremely stable. So it's going to move a little bit like any fabric, but like it hardly budges compared to the 210D nylon. Then on the back side, you have the taffeta, and this allows the fabric to have backside abrasion resistance, meaning that, you know, if this is used for the inside of a bag, items that are rubbing and working on the inside of the bag won't actually damage the material in the long run. So it gives it even more stability. And as an added benefit, it sort of adds even a little bit more strength to it. Holding it all together are Dimension Polyant's proprietary adhesive films that allow this to happen. And so the combination is something that is very stable, very strong, and has good abrasion resistance. And here's a piece of, for example, a piece of 420D nylon with a polyester or polyurethane coating on the backside. And this is a great pack fabric as well. We're not trying to, you know, knock any of these fabrics. They're all just, you know, awesome at different things. But you can see that the yarns are much finer in the Dimension Polyant, but it actually has pretty close abrasion resistance. And these two materials that you're seeing side by side are actually pretty darn close in weight as well. So you're able to get a lot more performance here without adding any weight that you might see an equivalent for 20D nylon. So yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know. We really love these fabrics because they bring so much performance and sort of durability and stability to a new product. So thank you.